irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the mayor in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man to steal it. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers.
Michael Badger.
2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. Brady now on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 36-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Shotgun now for Brady. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 9. First down, Tampa.
At the 27-yard line.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now Brady. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. That is caught at the 7. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here we go on 4th down. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
1st and goal. At
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. On the ground with a tight end. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 2 on the
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
On 3rd down, it's Logan, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. And they'll run it with McCoy. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. LaShawn McCoy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Taylor and the Chargers come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down, Los Angeles.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Buccaneers 13.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
At the 22-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Taylor. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Get out my way, little bit.
championships. All my records go hard. It's a champion hit.
So that'll back him up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. On play action, now Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now it's seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Charger drive about to get going, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
1st down, Chargers.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports.
16. Chargers, nothing.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. A rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick 6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. So now the Chargers are going to bring the offense back out to go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
16. Chargers 8.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
LaShawn McCoy, the ball.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. This is McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like, you want to let him get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Reed. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
26-yard line.
Here's Taylor. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gay's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This time Taylor will throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Well, PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Taylor and the Chargers come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll hand off here to Eckler. And some room to roam now. He's got daylight past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. 16 yards of first down.
At the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30, 10, and this is going to be a Charger touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, but it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Throwing again, Brady. To Evans on the slant. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rob Gronkowski, his second touchdown on the season, and the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Continues to kick off for Tampa Bay.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. So go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And that will be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run it with McCoy. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
The ball carrier.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From midfield, here's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was second among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Intercepted by the Chargers.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Once more, here's Eckler.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different?
And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Denzel Perryman able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. He may try and run for this. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a 1st down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
The tackle by
2nd down at 5.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
They run again with Logan. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. T.J. Logan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 40, Chargers 30. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's Eckler again. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Carrier.
Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
To throw is Taylor on 3rd down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Taylor will throw. Going deep here for Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8. Are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, They're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support, but you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
And Allen's got it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 45. This is Logan. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he powers his way up past the 30. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Bucs on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, Alabama.
From From the gun on third down, Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. 45.
On 2nd and 12, Taylor. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. After the penalty, it's McCoy. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
41-yard line.
Now Brady airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count. On
2nd down, Eckler. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Now it's Taylor, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Fourth down, here's Taylor. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 38. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Alabama.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay,
I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me.